Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is FX Adventure, and you guys know already what we do here. What we basically do here is everything forex trading, and this is more or less my personal journey. And this is another awesome video where we pretty much go through our journal, and we'll close our journal for this week. And for the new guys that are coming across this video for the first time, this video is what we do every week. Every close of the week we make videos on my journal and also discuss the way forward. What I mean the way forward is the plans that I have for the market going forward, right? So on our journal, if you guys could give me a minute, let me pull out my PNL. So for us to go through this, I'm going to pull out my PNL. So while I'm doing that, this is my performance, the record I have for the past 30 days. Reason I am checking the record for the past 30 days is based on the fact that we started keeping our journal for 4 weeks ago, right? This week that just passed will make it 4 weeks of we keeping journals of our trade, and in that 4 weeks, that's when we are heavily will I say dependent on the strategy that I'm currently implementing. And if you guys don't know the strategy I'm talking about, you can pretty much watch my previous video on market analysis. You can go to my channel and see that for yourself, and I won't waste further time going through that right here because I want to keep the video short. So yeah, this is our performance for the past 30 days, which is 1 month. And remember I said the current strategy I'm using, I've been consistent with it for the past 4 weeks now, which is approximately like 30 days. Remember, the market is, we only trade from Monday to Friday, excluding Saturday and Sunday because forex markets are not open during those time. And yeah, so basically this is what we have for the past 30 days. The account I'm using to trade actually is the weekly rollover, but this is like a general. I don't, even if I put it on weekly rollover, you will see it's the same statistics you're seeing here, right? So in the last 4 weeks, we had our net profit is $30.96, and this went up to, that's about 359%. If this percent is calculated from the current balance we had in starting the first week, right? And from our journal, we started with $9, if you guys remember, and this $9 we were able to build it up to $40, because I think if you should add 9 here, you see it will give you $40 something cents, right? So but this is basically it, right? This is basically it. So we had a total profit of $71 and we had the total loss of 40. So when you minus that, that's what gives us this balance, right? And we had a total of 45 closed trades. Profitable 22% is profitable, and the unprofitable one is 23. As you guys can see, we even lose half of the trade, but overall we are still profitable, right? So this is the trading volume basically. Then this is the equity, right? So the equity currently now is 580. I added some extra dollars to the account, and the reason why I did so is because this is going to bring us to our plan for this week going forward, right? And the plan here is that we've been able to keep journal for the current strategy we are taking, and this strategy we've been consistent executing our trades based on that strategy. And the strategy, at least if we should judge it from the current record we have, for all the weeks that we traded in the past 4 weeks, we've been profitable all through. There was no week that we had loss. And judging from the fact, and judging from the whole concept where I'm gaining some level of confidence in the strategy, and I've been able to master it to an extent, and I've been able to see the differences in the market, because I remember some of the trade that I lost, I wasn't based on the strategy. I was trying to try out new strategy or see how I can optimize it to make more profit, but if I should consistently focus on trading this strategy, I believe in the long term that we are going to find that edge that we are looking for in the market, and it will reach a point where we can statistically and confidently execute trades without fear of losing it or blowing up the account. But we are not going to blow up the account. We already have some risk to reward ratio, and we have a strategy around our risk management. And if I'm going to give you guys a little insight on that, basically what I do is I have a benchmark of the stop loss that I can take in any trades. Not like it's going to be constant, but what I mean, the maximum bench line of stop loss will set. I do 20 pips, right? And while I'm doing 20 pips, I am risking 2% of our portfolio on a particular trade. Like I said, it's not constant. There are times that we, when we enter the market and maybe the swing high or the swing low we have is not up to 20 pips. So there is no need setting it to 20 pips if it's not up to 20 pips, right? So those are the things there. But the bottom line here is that, as you guys can see from our performance from, for the past 4 weeks, which is 1 month, this is what we have here. And if you guys look at this is very, very good. This is to be quite honest, this is my first profitable month, and I'm quite excited about it. And my excitement is not based on the profit part of it. My excitement is based on the fact that there is a strategy, and this strategy is not is not more or less like a gambling. What's the word I will use to emphasize that? It's not more or less we gambling. So this strategy is a set of rules that we take, and it shows that there is a let's use the word system behind our trading, or you can use the word guideline. And judging from the record we have on the table, it means that those guidelines are working for us. And the only way for us to be more profitable is when we execute trades that are in line with those guidelines and strategy, right? So that's the way we can have an edge. So going forward, that's why, as you guys can see, if you check here in this is the account I'm using to trade, what we have now here is 590. So I added some extra funds to this 590, and I intend to be risking Is it 2%? No, I think I'll be risking 1%. So that means I'll be risking 1% on 20 pips. I think I made a video on how you can calculate your position size, and this is what we have here. Okay, as you guys can see it here already, this is where I did the calculation. So we have this, and if we are risking 2% of 590 with a stop loss of 20, that means the standard loss size we'll be using is 0.05. This is what we are currently using. So if the market is open, this place you see, we'll be using 0.05, and yeah. So that means for each trade, if we are going to be using 20 pips and we are risking 2%, that means the amount we'll be risking will be about $11 something 8 cents, right? Yeah. So like I said, we have guidelines that we follow in executing our trades, and all these things are based on the strategy. And for you guys that are wondering what is this strategy I've been saying here and there, basically this strategy is the strategy I use the ICT concept, I use market structure, I use the stochastic RSI and the RSI, the relative strength index, to enter the market, and I also use it to exit the market. But the heavy part of my analysis is based on market structure and ICT concept, right? And in order to summarize everything, is when you find a strategy that is working, all you need to do is to replicate that strategy as much or as many times as possible. That's the only way to have that edge over the market. And also very, very important, it's very, very important to keep journal, because actually it's our journal that actually made us to know that the strategy we are using is working. You guys can go through my video starting from the first week. That is from the first week of these 4 weeks. I made a video on it. You can watch the video and you will see how we were able to kickstart this journey, and this is where we are today. And part of the things that I also did was I registered for a challenge on Funded Next, and the challenge will be starting on next month. So I'm going to bring that to you guys also here on this channel. Remember, this channel is all about my trading journey. It's all about my trading experience, and I'm going to be recording it, and I'm going to be making video content explaining and bringing my experience to you guys, so you guys can learn from it. And for all the guys there or out there that have the flair and the dream to become a trader, don't be scared, don't be discouraged. If you watch the videos we have here, although I know the videos are not that fantastic, we are just starting. I don't really have the video apps where I can do the finesse, do the color, change the background. I like videos that are good, but for now we are heavily focused on building up our skill set first, and making content that would help you guys. And for anyone that wants to start a career in forex trading, they can pretty much watch our video and see our struggle at some point where we had to even try different instruments, trying to see how we can make this work. But here we are, making plans on how we can, build this account. And to be, frankly speaking with you, why I added an extra $550 or thereabout to this account is, first of all, the level of confidence I would say I built up in the 4 weeks of following my strategy, and also based on the fact that there are some level of confidence I've gained. That's basically it. I don't think there is any other reason why. And also I have an extensive detailed guideline or strategy that I follow, and this strategy and guidelines starts from the point that I enter the market. I have steps or things that confluences that I will want it to play out before I enter the market. And when I enter the market, there are guidelines that I follow while I'm managing the trade that I'm currently on. And when I'm about leaving the market also, there are guidelines that I follow too. So this is very, very important. But I think the breaker for me for this month, the breaker for me is the journal keeping. That journal keeping is what really changed my game, and I would still say it over and over again. It's very, very important that you guys should keep journal. Very, very, very important. So yeah. Well, in order not to waste further time, I'm going to be leaving you guys right about now. For the guys that already subscribed and you're following up on the content that we have here, this is what we have for this month, and I look forward for a more fruitful month going further. And judging from what we have here, this is pretty good, and we will continue with this ginger, we'll continue with this vibe, and I will document every step and every experience by God's grace, and I'll make sure that I bring all of them to you guys on your doorstep here on this channel. And yeah, there are times I do live streaming sessions when I want to take a trade. Well, I would communicate on time when I'll be doing live streaming so that you guys can follow along. But apart from that, yeah, that is it for me. And for the new guys that are just coming across my video for the first time, well, you already know what it is. All we do here is forex trading. This is my personal journey, which I started while I created this account or this channel. And yeah, let's see how it goes, right? So if you guys love what we do here and you love the content that we dish out here, remember to like the video, subscribe if you've not, turn on the notification bell so that you guys can get notification when we upload new content out there, and when we also start streaming sessions for the guys that are interested to follow along with the awesome journey we're having here, right? Okay, for now I will have to go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Right after this, maybe tomorrow, I will be having a live session tomorrow morning where we'll be analyzing the market for the next month and for the next week, and going forward. So we'll have a market overview of what's happening in the market while we are going into next week. So that way we will have our bias, and we will have an understanding of what the market is doing going forward, right? Okay, so that is it for me, and I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend going forward. And I believe by the time you guys will be seeing this video, well, maybe it might not be weekend again, but at the point I made this video, it's weekend, but who cares anyway? That's by the way. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. For now, remain blessed, stay safe, and continue to work on yourself. Don't give room for doubt, don't give room for fear, don't give room for greed, don't give room for any negative energy, right? So yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.